Ranch Boss here. We have a native tree growing here in parts of Texas. The native Indians used it as an anesthetic for their teeth. If they needed to pull a tooth, they would actually come and they would cut a piece of the bark off. They would rub it on their gums. Their gum would go numb, and then they could go ahead and extract their tooth. And the pioneers were taught this by the Indians, and they started doing it. And from what I've researched on this particular tree, you can use the leaves and rub it on your gum, or you can actually cut into the bark and rub it on your gum, just like I've tested right here. And I figured I better go ahead and do this video before my mouth totally goes numb, because yes, it is working. And if I sound a little slurry, I'm not drunk. I put it on my tongue, now I'm having a hard time talking. And what I read about this particular tree is that it does have somewhat of a toxin in it. So in other words, don't swallow your saliva if you get this in your mouth. It'll probably make you sick. But this tree has these big knots on it. And in the springtime, this tree will also have a little sticker that grows at the end of the knot. And I'm looking at this particular tree here, and it looks like it's been nibbled on by animals and eaten. And I guess the animals know if they have a toothache or want to have their mouth numbed, come nibble on this tree and it will numb your mouth. And what I read is that you can also cut off the backside of these bumps, these stickery looking things, and you can rub that on your mouth and it will also make your mouth go numb. So it's just amazing how the Indians knew what weed to eat, when to eat it, how to prepare it, what it would fix. You have to wonder, where did this knowledge come from? That's a question to ask yourself. How did they know these things? Who would just start putting things in their mouth knowing that it would cure certain things? But over many, many thousands of years, they knew exactly what plant to eat and what it would cure or remedy. And in today's society, this is absolutely a lost art. But this is a story about the toothache tree. Here is another unique plant in South Texas. This has been a pod and it's just now busted open. And it has little parachutes on it so they float away. And I guess to plant their seed, there's a seed at the end of this material, and it just floats away to replant itself. You can see these little, they just float away. Nature in its full cycle here. It's a very interesting little, there it goes.